we go. Who wants to recap last week? Or the week before last, if you can remember that far.
As promised, I was quite tired the session before. I was nominated, but I said I'll default to this week.
Good man.
There was requests that I sing it, but I thought for health and safety reasons I won't do that. I did, however, do the recap in the form of a limerick, a 6-stanza limerick.
Ooh.
If that's okay with everyone.
Go on then.
Shoot.
So, the session started off with Ryan, who recapped the last adventure without lying. We started off shrewd by stealing some food, then befriended a cat without trying. Into the lit courtyard we stepped, the blind-robed man we first met. His demeanour was cold, his visage was old, and we tried to get a pussy wet. We found our way to the surface serene, only to be baffled by a lengthy ravine. Tavern leapt across the gorge, the party gave applause, and then the elf got jumped by something unseen. The party faced off against the forested fiends. Their makeshift plans we contravened. The bugbear was charmed, the goblins disarmed, and then on the other side we reconvened. Deeper into the woods we then trekked. All the men in the party were vexed. They all headed west, but the ladies knew best, because male directions are circumspect. Our searching ended in pastures green, where what was left of the villagers could be seen. Axe threatened the kids, the bard did some tricks, and we all managed to escape nice and clean. There we go. Many thanks. Thank you.
You, sir, have just broken the bank on bonus XP.
Well, I appreciate it.
That's brilliant.
That's going in the highlights reel.
Make a rod from my back now.
So, whenever you earn yourself an inspiration point from now on, you've got to do it in the form of a limerick, all right?
I'll do my best.
It's hard
So,
to be
yes,
about.
very good. Chuck an inspiration point on your character sheet. And yes, you virtually finished your investigation of Gold Apple Island. You encountered some goblin folk, bugbear folk, and some people spit roasting stuff. To which the bard tried to do some of the same. And yes, that's where we are now. You're currently in the little sort of tap room of the Gold Apple Cider Brewery. There is a shipment of cider in the cellar, which is due to be loaded up onto Timora's Kiss, the vessel with which you are passaging? I don't know. Venturing? Voyaging? That's the one. So what would you like to do?
I want to get the cider back to the ship.
Yes, that would be a good plan. Cider to the ship.
So you would... So all happy with just going to the ship, kissing the farewells for the bard.
Excellent.
Oh yes, of course. You had a building that is going to be rebuilt named after you. As well.
Yes.
I forgot about
right.
that.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Hopefully it's not going to be an outhouse.
After that limerick, no. Excuse me. So, just while I'm quickly whipping something up here. There we go. So you get your shipping manifest and all that jazz. Load up the cider. Or you venture off. Get in your little rowboat and tell the captain that all's clear. The cider's intact. So that's at least one part of the voyage. His assigned cargo is going to get there intact, as the Winter Wolf didn't quite make it, thanks to the barbarian shaking the box and making it angry in the cargo hold.
Can't blame me, I wasn't there.
You stood aghast. Whoop. Easy.
Oh, here we are again.
And you should now be back on Timora's Kiss.
Yep.
I can fly.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So, as you get back, I'm still hearing an echo. That is very strange.
Hmm. No, it's not me.
Let me go. This is a tried and tested headset.
It's coming from you.
I don't know why.
Because I can still hear you.
I know.
I shouldn't be able to hear you. I've got you muted.
I've got you muted.
But I can hear an echo on Aliki.
Is that any better? No, that's worse.
Oh, hang on. I think I know why. You've logged it. No? What the hell? Hangouts is being gay! As per usual.
I'm gonna make my own hangouts.
Aha! Nope. It's Roll20 being an arse and interfering and saying, no, you actually want to hear people speak. Speak again, please, my darling.
Speaking again.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Oh.
Something's not quite right here.
Speak again.
I just do what I always do.
Excusez-moi. Hello.
My character sheet. Give it to me.
What in the name of actual fuckery is going on? Why is it broken? It's definitely that one. What the hell?
Shall I join?
You. Right, sorry about that, folks. So you are aboard
Yes.
Timora's Kiss, heading for Raven's Landing, now with the full cargo hold. It's going to take a day or so to get from Gold Apple Island to the mainland. So is there anything you'd like to do on the ship in that time? You could gamble with some of the crew or things like that. I'll talk to...
Say gamble.
What?
Hang on a second.
Oh,
If I mute you now and hang out, I can still hear you.
yeah. Hangout is being an arse.
Yes.
Well, at least
'Cause I can
hangouts
still
is
hear you.
being an arse for you. Roll20 is being an arse for me.
Fine. Well,
This is all Hangout's fault. So yes, while I'm trying to sort that out, feel free to ask if you can do stuff and all of that. Hoojma-flip.
Okay, to the crew, I would like to regale them with stories, legends, and song of the past. For they must not be forgotten, and they teach us who we are.
Ooh.
get you the songbook. Okay.
So, of an evening, I guess, when the majority of them are round the dinner table, just to regale them with stories, of which most are true. Okay.
Is this just you being a bard, or is this you using a bardic ability to try and get some coin?
It's me. It's why not both? It's it's my ideal to do that, but
Very
it's
well.
also me sort of gigging a little bit. So, I mean, if they want to give me the money, I'm not going to refuse it. It'll be impolite. You know, I'm also available for weddings, bar mitzvahs.
Who's nicked my dice box? There's my dice box. Put your phone away and start talking.
I was just checking something.
What the name of Christ is going on?
I don't know.
Because you're all in the same room.
No, it's nothing to do with that.
No, you sure?
It's something to do with the laptop. With your little tales of regalia and all that jazz, you come across. You put your little hat out on the table, and you have got yourself 32 silver pieces.
Well, it's not a bad evening.
They must have been drinking a little.
Yeah, I made sure they were sort of a half cut by the time I started.
Is there anything
What's
like
different?
my uncle they're half cut first thing in the morning?
Well, it's the only way to be. Sailor's life for me.
I mean,
And you're a sailor, aren't you, Geraldine?
I am.
Of,
I was.
yes. What are you doing on board?
Became a landlubber, you see.
Hmm. Are you going to be taking up any shiply duties?
Well, I've been counting rats.
Counting rats?
I bet you can't tell me how many rats are on this ship.
I'm going to say 3.
Do you want to put money on it?
That's quite hard. That's quite hard. I imagine that's quite tricky putting money on a rat.
Oh no, you just have to know where to balance it. That's all.
So how many did you get up to, rat-wise?
Rat-wise, we got. What if I develop this here Somerset accent?
Somerset.
Somerset.
Because I'm a bit Brienne thick, isn't it? I know. I got up to about 18 in the hold. Ratty rats.
It's good eating. Good eating.
I know. How about rat races?
It's not a bad shout. We'll be able to get some kind of betting ring on.
Well, we can't do rat fights. They're all too tame.
Yeah, rat races. We'll get caught up in the rat race.
What you need here is a ship's cat.
Hmm.
Then here I'll bring that cat.
Let's not talk about that cat, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's have mixed reviews.
Quite like the cat. But you know me, I like it.
I'll see if I can learn some new card games.
Card game. No good card game.
Oh, does just on the off chance, I mean, I haven't played it in a while. Does anyone have any bagpipes on board?
We were told not to talk about the cat.
It's bagpuss.
Wibble.
Wibble. So I was going to be asking around the crew, see if anyone had any spare bagpipes they weren't using.
Let's see if they do.
Oh, please do. I want to try out these new shoe swords.
So, it comes to your attention that the purser, who is a dwarven gentleman, does indeed have a set of bagpipes at his disposal.
Excellent. Does he play often?
He doesn't. He generally uses it as a rum decanter / filter.
No. Fair enough. Would you mind if I took it out for a whirl?
Hey, you go on, lad. I just have a wee drink. You came out of me,
Yeah. I mean, do we have to empty it before I can play it?
Ah, no. You drink as you toot.
Oh my god. Great. That sounds brilliant. I shall. I'm going to rock out the bagpipes.
Oh, rocking the bagpipes.
I want to go as far away from the bagpipes as possible.
Oh, come on, they're dulcet tones. the thing of majesty,
Cannot
surely.
beat the spell of the boat. Yes. I was on board the ship. We threw him overboard and fed him. You see what I did there?
I did.
Who's going where? Who's doing what? Sorry, it went all crackly for me for a moment.
Yeah, me
Ah.
too.
Where are you?
I've gone back down into the guest quarters to lie on the bed and twizzle my
Well, you can hear him
swords
from
around.
miles away.
So you're
Okay.
scaring off the harpies with the bagpipes.
Yes.
Poppies? Wait, what?
And
Should I-
mermaids.
Should I be back up to full health now? Oh, that echo.
Yeah,
That's
you
much
can.
better.
All up to full health if you haven't already.
Oh, right, and spells and so forth, I guess.
Yeah. It's going to take a day or two to cross the channel.
Groovy.
And I was going to bring up the map for you, but I've been trying to sort this out because this is really starting to irritate me. Oh, hey ho, never mind.
Envision a large body of water.
Moist water.
I don't know any other kind.
Very, very, very wet.
I've none of that fake frozen rubbish. Excuse me.
Oh, actually, I might want to pop to the kitchen.
Galley. It's called a galley.
He's a lubber.
I was born in a tree. Which one was the galley? The one at the back?
Well, at
Or
the
front. Yeah,
that's the one. The bow.
the bow. I want to see if they've got any empty jars I could possibly.
Oh, here we go.
Jar of dirt.
Yes, they do. There are several jars in the galley. And I wish Firefox would stop going into the main window. So go away! Oh, I swear, Monday nights are cursed.
Right, I'm going to thank them for my jars and go back to the bed.
So how many jars have you actually got about your personage now?
There's several there, and I've got other jars with stuff in. So obviously, I don't want to waste that stuff, so I'll probably use that before I throw it. Use the jars. So I've got 7 empty jars. If we take several as 7, and 4 other jars. One that has pickled eggs in it.
I thought you ate the pickled eggs.
Only 2,
Oh,
because Geraldine and Axe both had a pickled egg.
Oh, the pickled eggs. I like that.
oh yes, because you had your stealth penalty. Oops. Hello.
I don't know about anyone else, but oh, that
Yes.
hurts my ears.
What hurts your ears?
All I could hear was tss.
Yeah,
What?
not that loud. There is a hum. No echo.
Oh, that might have been Quinny dropping out as well. Oh, it's all going. It's all going well.
Thank the stars.
Oh, blessed maker. Right. Oh, I didn't hear myself then. What's going on?
See? It's all fine.
For now.
Pray to the technology god.
I'm sure we'll add one to the campaign. Right.
That'll be a dwarf then.
Oh, a gnome. Surely.
Hmm.
Gnomes are the tinkerers and the creators of things. If it's gold, rock, or well, if it's mineral based, then it would be the dwarfs. But after a day or so of travel, you learn that the purser and the captain had an argument over the death of the Winter Wolf. Obviously, it's the purser's job to keep the ship's records and the ledger of money received and paid out to the crew, and the bounty on the Winter Wolf was quite a substantial paycheck for Timora's Kiss. So they had a little bit of a spat, and Captain Heck, who, as you should recall, is Rafe's rather drunken uncle, has asked you to speak to the Viscount personally and explain why Timora's Kiss was not able to deliver his Winter Wolf.
I, for one, vote we blame the barbarian and leave him in chains.
Or stick hair to him, put him in the box, and say he's the Winter Wolf.
No, because we should still have the Winter Wolf pout, right?
Exactly. If you can just get in there and growl for a little while, you'll...
Yeah, just poke him a bit. He'll be a wolf.
We'll get the barbarian drunk, put him into a box, and then deliver the barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah. I'd go along with that.
Being lawful good that you are.
That's not... Oh, okay. I feel
Not legal.
personally guilty about that.
We still do it.
For waking up the wolf in the first place.
Yeah. Okay.
So I must do penance.
I guess what we could do is we could always offer our services to the... Was it the Viscount or the Vizier?
The Viscount.
Viscount. We could offer our services in exchange for not delivering it.
Whoa, I'm not that type of gnome.
But it all depends on what you're planning on doing to that Winter Wolf, I guess.
Well, I had a thought about that. I thought they might be doing cold cider.
Mm.
You know, they've got a winter cold wolf for making cold cider. Apparently it's very popular in the...
Say again, you broke up right at the end. Very popular in
taverns.
in
these
taverns.
days. Taverns.
Cold cider is popular in taverns.
Yes.
Oh, you got to have warm apples.
Definitely getting this Somerset thing on here. No offence.
But yes, I think probably best if we do offer our services as adventurers to the Viscount.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically... We did kill the wolf.
I mean,
You're right.
we can
My
actually,
sword.
we can actually use that to our
My
advantage
sword.
and say, look, we managed to slay this beast with little effort.
You did indeed.
With what?
Little effort.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said with this leopard. I was going to say, where'd you put the leopard? We didn't have no leopard.
Was it a snow leopard to go with Winter Wolf?
Oh, I think so.
Nothing
There.
else.
I forgot something on the island.
What was that?
No, I took the
The deaf
leopard
leopard.
out for a walk and
Right. So when you eventually make port, one of the things you're going to do is visit the Viscount, or find out how one gains an audience with such a person of high Dewberry Firkin.
I think that should be left to the bard. I think the
Very
bard
well.
is probably gonna have the best luck with that.
I'll give it the old college try. That's Bard College, that is.
Is that kind of like art college? You have to drop out after 2 years.
Yeah, that's how you qualify.
I should go along with you and make myself look like a sword for hire.
Very well. Oh yeah, I'll make us look a little bit more impressive. What armour are you wearing, Geraldine of St. Hollow?
Chain.
Chain.
Shiny, clean chain.
Oh, I thought you were wearing plate.
So
No, God,
expensive.
no, I couldn't afford plates.
So expensive, yeah.
I'm only a little paladin.
Only a little bitty paladin.
I'm not one of those glorious ones with the wings and everything.
No,
Not yet.
Not yet.
not yet. It shall be done.
Hmm.
Stick with us, me dear. You'll get your black
my-
wings in no time.
Black wings? I think not. Maybe of the purest shining samite. Oh, hang on.
Oh, where's the bloody show to players thing gone? There we go.
There is my armour page. There it
There
is.
it is.
Chain up.
Region map.
So, yes, this is the region map as it stands at the moment. It's not finished. I'm sorry. I've been busy. However, yes, as you'll see at the south, the mouth of the river is Raven's Landing, which is the main port for this part of the region. The actual continent map is Mahusiv, but this is just a small portion of the southwestern tip of the continent of Verash. Main sort of landing point for the majority of the southern islands, one of which of course being Newstone, which you have all ventured from, and then there's Gold Apple Island and several other little dotted about in the not quite the English Channel, a little bit warmer than the English Channel, the Channel Islands, but it's a very temperate climate in the south, and we are currently in the month of May. Excuse me, which is New Flower in the Samarillion calendar. So, and that echo is really pissing me off.
That's why I'm not speaking. That's all I can
I'm
hear.
I'm just going to mute you. There we go. Oh, actually, wait.
Jim Maitland muted Jim Maitland.
Happens more than you'd think.
Can you guys hear the hamster wheel?
No, the hamster
No,
wheel
no,
has
hamster.
gone. However, you should now be able to speak because I've ignored you.
I put a cow into my laptop.
You put
Oh,
a
that's
what
so much
A
better.
cow.
under your laptop?
Yeah. That's the book.
If you drop out, we know why.
Everyone
Yeah,
else
so-
can still hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I've just ignored you.
Yeah.
Well, I've ignored myself, technically.
Actually, the echo's gone for me. I don't hear the echo anymore.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
echo's
it's
totally
it's
gone.
something to do with Hangouts because
Yes,
it's
that sounds good.
Hangout Toolbox wasn't working. Well, I'll probably have to start a new Hangout next week. So yes, I can actually talk without hearing myself and getting really distracted.
The names are so small.
What names?
The names are
Oh,
so
the names.
tiny.
If you can zoom in.
Yeah, but even when I
Yeah,
open it
even
up
Zoom
on my
is so
screen,
small.
This when it was actually finished, I was going to be sharing it in our little privatey thing, so you can actually have it yourself in large scale format. So
I opened it in a new tab outside of 020. That's it.
let me just place you all at the dock. So as you approach
Duke or Lord?
Raven's Landing, the sea gets a little bit choppier, and there's the typical sea air filling your nostrils, and the clouds are drawing
Lovely,
in. However, it's about midday, and whoops, as you make port, you see a large number of ships. I could have sworn I put a scale on this map, but never mind.
Yes, bottom right, of course.
Well, I mean a grid. But yes, it's 25 foot a grid square, which isn't there. So the oh, you're right there. What? What was that, Quinny?
What? What's happening? No, nothing else. I was just making noise.
Aha! Very well.
As you do.
As you do. Let me just have a quick look here, see what's going on. Grid! Ah! 1 square equals 50 foot. I do apologise.
Ow.
So, you're at the port of Raven's Landing, actually on the dockside. There's a large number of ships, loads of people bustling about left, right and centre, unloading fishing ships and loading up crates onto various merchant ships. And there's a very interesting ship with no one on deck, but there's strange paintings on the sails, of which there are 3. Large pictures of what appear to be warriors. They're very thick necks and a very impressive physiques. And there's some wearing masks, and there's a couple of goblins on there as well, all looking angry or ready to fight. The sort of thing you'd come to expect from some sort of fairground or a circus, as you'd know them on Windstone. I apologise.
These are painted on the sails.
They are painted on the sails, and there's various things painted on the hull above the waterline.
At some point, we should buy a boat.
After we buy a tavern.
Yes.
That moment.
How about we buy a ship that is a tavern?
Oh, even better.
Nice plan.
Like a real L ship so we can dock.
Make port and make money.
Exactly.
Yes, that sounds like your kind of plan.
I had actually intended for a ship to be a tavern in the port, as you mention it. So I like your thinking.
God damn it, they stole our idea.
Preemptively.
Well, no, I like it when I have ideas, I don't implement them, then you think of it. It's great.
We're on the same page.
Indeed. So, yeah, you're currently at the dock. There's a large building to your north west, and there's various states of inebriation going on the outside, with sailors plonked on top of empty casks and just on the grass, watching people go by, shouting obscenities and such like.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, guys. I reckon that's a tavern.
Or else.
Very well.
What time of day is it?
Midday.
Tavern. We can gather information in the tavern on how to get
we can.
hold of the Viscount.
But we can do that just by sitting and listening.
Also, what's this rather grandiose building up north on the square, town square?
So you can see a large building up to the north, but there's a mass of people in the square, which is actually about 200 foot square. It's a rather grand square with a large fountain in the middle and a very impressive statue, which you can't quite see from where you are due to the swathes of people and the tavern in the way.
Actually, does anybody else think it's probably a wise idea to find a bank?
Bank. For
A
the
bank?
safekeeping of your golds.
No, but we have a thing, don't we?
That's correct. You do have a chit,
Which I believe is a money.
an official IOU because of your good deeds and assistance on the island of Windstone from Lord Boris Newstone, granting your party 1,000 gold pieces, or the equivalent in trade bars if you so desire, to be claimed at the Bank of Verash.
We'll take the coin. We can bribe more people with the coin.
Yes.
I don't trust
Also, we
banks,
need
I
to.
want cash.
We also do need to offload this cider as well.
I don't think that's our job.
No.
There should
No,
be
but
minions for that.
We could ingratiate ourselves by offloading the cider.
Aren't you glad you brought this bard along?
Okay.
Probably hide it in a barrel.
I'll drink it all first.
You guys can do that, and I'll supervise.
Hmm.
Well,
How about I?
muscle is needed. I can muscle.
So, just as a reminder for you, there's the shipping
Yeah.
list that you found in.
This is where the stuff
In the
has to
brewery.
go.
Yes,
Indeed.
the rusty halberd.
So you've got the Rusty Halberd, the Trading
Right.
Post, and the Salty Sea Dog.
What's the name of the tavern right in front of us?
That is the Rusty Halberd. Oh no, sorry, that's the Salty Sea Dog.
Salty Steel.
I would think
So
so.
for
Near
them-
the
Kildkins and and two Firkins.
you get in this firkin.
Let's get out this Firkin boat.
Well, if we're going to deliver this stuff, we can always ask questions as we're delivering anyway.
Yeah.
Which will make the paladin happy, because at least that way we're not all getting drunk. And by all I mean me.
True. Okay. Well, I guess we can escort it in. We could always just have deckhands, just
Yes. A couple of minions.
actually doing the heavy lifting, and we'll just kind of saunter in, sashay in with the rest of it.
Yes.
So,
do we have
So you're sashaying
well,
into
away
the Salty
into the-
Sea Dog, are you?
indeed,
yes. Do the
all
front
that
entrance.
information. Yes, always go through the front.
Entering the Sea Dog from the front.
It's only polite.
So as you make your way past the outspilling drunkards who are clearly not part of the crew's loading and unloading, you enter.
There are generally rules against that kind of thing.
I beg your pardon. So you enter the Salty Sea Dog, and there's the smell of freshly cooked sausages and quite possibly oats and ale. The loud raucous of happy sailors and more than likely locals in here as well. There's a wide mix of races. There's a few halflings, a few dwarves. There's an elf or two, and there's a female. What looks, she's wearing rather fine clothes. Looks like a merchant type, handing out coins to a few people. And behind the bar, there is a young male elf who's running around behind the bar, handing out mugs and that and other, and you hear him cry out, "I'm so sorry, we haven't got any cider left. We're waiting for a shipment, you see."
Aha. Can I set this up?
Yeah,
Is
this
it okay
is
if I set the
Bard's
scene?
time to shine.
Could I, perhaps two of the burlier of the ship hands are carrying one of the Kildigans.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sit atop the barrel when they walk it in? And
You can
upon
do.
hearing they have the elf bar staff say that we haven't got any cider, can I yell out at the top of my lungs, "Never fear, the cider is here"?
How much do you weigh?
How much? About 35 pounds, I think.
You good? Make a performance check. Or a
39
performance
pounds.
save, whatever, you know. Just give me a performance roll. Give me a performance roll
Performance roll.
for the grand entrance.
This is going to be
Okie
nuts.
dokie, I can do it.
I think performance is insane.
Where's performance? Sorry, my internet's being a bit choppy as well.
No worries.
Here we go.
Nice.
So everybody's just stops. You know the old as in a western where someone's playing the piano and then ding,
Yeah.
everyone stops and looks.
Yeah.
And rather than the deliverance, there's a great cheer for you as you sit atop the firkin with the deckhand looking around, going, "Oh." And the rest of the group sort of following after you. I assume, as you're not doing any heavy lifting yourselves, even though you're all big and burly and probably would pass all the strength checks just to lift a 9-gallon barrel. There's great cheers, and the elf says, "Oh, marvellous. You don't look like the usual Dre, though."
Indeed, we have delivered your cider by our own fair hands. We're protecting it against the rough seas, the dangers that beset it, straight from the freshest of apples to your door and to your lovely customers' mouths. We spare no expense.
Well, jolly good. Let me get you a meal on the house. What would you like?
Beef and vegetables.
I'm afraid I haven't got any beef, but I can do you bear.
Bear is good to me.
Point me
Barely
in the
good enough.
direction of the nearest cow.
So, dear Lord, Geraldine, why are you making a strength check?
2 Birkins on either shoulder.
Geraldine strides in with the Kildekins.
I think you're muted there, Sam.
Yes. She walks in silently.
Try not to show on the face the strain. No, still muted.
Oh, it's going well this evening.
Mime it. Mime what you do.
The suspenders are killing me.
Indeed.
You're still
Not being
muted.
able to wear those except
Yep,
on the
still no sound.
What's going on with the audio tonight?
Apparently nothing.
At least it's better than it was.
Uh,
We're gonna have to rename this to "There's Always a Problem."
I think next week we might actually have to just, cut our losses and give Roll20 a chance. Because Hangout seems to be causing a lot of problems.
Wash your mouth out with soap, young man.
Well, we can but try, and if it all goes tits up again, it all goes tits up again.
Still can't hear you there, Sam.
You type it, we'll say it.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, there we go.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
It's a hangout. It changed my default sound device, bastard. Right,
Typical. Yeah,
right
you're back.
then. Here's your cider. Hey.
My word, you're strong.
No, yes, I know.
Would now be a good time to ask for information. Seems as they seem happy.
Well, the innkeeper himself seems very happy with you, as he could tell that you weren't the usual drayman, and you have a choice of meals if you so desire.
Chicken.
There's dried grouse and barley biscuits, stewed sausage with blue cheese, stewed pork and sharp cheese, wheat porridge and roasted bear with dried parsnip.
And what's on the wet
Chicken.
menu?
On the wet menu, there is Perry, beer, bitter, mead, and of course, gold apple cider.
Huzzah.
I'll take a flagon of mead and be happy.
Good man.
So that's a lot of meat.
I'm a lot, I know.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll take the beer and the parsnips.
Fair
I'm
enough.
only
Good choice.
sipping it, I'm not gulping it.
All of the chickens.
There's grouse.
There's
no
grouse.
Yep. Them and a small glass of the cider. Since we brought it here, I thought I might as well try it.
Very well.
Oh my
God.
Very
I'm gonna
kind.
drink Paladin.
Do they have any
Thank you.
wine?
What was that? Isma?
I asked them, do they have any wine? Like maybe sort of keeping something a little behind the bar. Didn't mention it on the wet menu.
So the innkeeper sort of gives a look around and leans forward to you and says, "I generally don't advertise the fact that I carry wine here. They tend to like their stronger stuff, if you know what I mean. But I do have a lovely bit of Northern Red."
I give him a wink and say, I'd like to be the judge of that.
How far north?
As north goes.
200 feet.
It is levitation wine. But no, he gives you a little sample of this red wine.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to need to let that sit for at least 12 hours.
I will let it set in my belly.
Get it in my belly.
You've got to let it breathe.
Oh, I'll be doing all the breathing. Cool. Well, I quaff the wine. I feast upon the bear and parsnip.
So what do you think of the wine?
How good is it? Is it good? What kind of wine?
Poison wine.
Pink or is it
swell?
green?
It's somewhat similar to a nice Pinot Noir,
Oh, excellent.
and the the label that's on it says product of Gobhaven. Gobhaven.
Oh dear.
Okay. Not thrilled with that name.
Vintage 330 SC.
What's the year now?
440.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
That's Elven wine for you.
If it's
Last
good wine,
forever.
it'll be great now. If it's terrible wine, it's going to taste like the devil's jockstrap.
Oh, try it. Try it. Try it.
So I take a sip. Is it the good stuff?
It gives you plus 2 HP for the next 24 hours.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that's wine.
And
I
that's
keep
what
that
happens
one
when you
myself.
crit on the wine.
Critical wine drinking. Oh, it's the bard's forte. I found his niche.
Special
The old
skill.
He's
What's
like the Oz Clark of the fantasy.
what's that Latin word for someone who tastes wine for a living? Not a
Ponce.
vintner. No, shut up.
Yeah.
There's a word for it. I don't know what it is.
Wine.
Sommelier.
Veneer?
A synonym.
Sommelier.
No. Well,
Taste wine. I think it's sommelier taste wine. Isn't it? Might be wrong.
maybe. Smellier.
Smellier.
He's the smellier.
What do I know?
I don't know. What do you know?
I don't know. This is a nice drop of cider, though, I have to say. Congratulations to all
Sommelier.
involved and
Yeah,
to
it
the
is a
chef.
sommelier.
Especially the delivery people.
Yes, especially us.
Good
delivery
wine
people.
testing.
So, yes, if you had the cider, you feel reinvigorated and there's a spring in your step, so to speak.
Super. Can I sit by a window and ponder the square?
You can indeed sit by a window.
We do have more stuff to deliver.
You've just entered the first tavern. The elven,
Oh, no. Yes.
the elven
Beauty
owner
of
has
it.
been so kind to you.
And this is where we now live.
Well, we're having a quick break. I mean, we've just come all the way across the sea, landed, made it to the river. I think we deserve a little break. And then I'm going to go and pray somewhere.
We're already in a temple.
Oh, yeah. Your temple. My
I don't
temple
think
is
that
more
whenever you
sober.
get tired, I don't think that whenever you get tired or bored of a conversation, you just say, "I need to go pray now." You just go on and go.
Yep. Come on. Come on, you clumsy cat.
Hey?
My
Oh,
cat
you're
is-
actually your cat.
Oh God, I was going to say, please don't tell me that cat's followed us.
No, my cat's following me.
Calm down, Mrs.
Yep.
Slocum.
Speaking of small animals, is there actually an animal vendor in town?
You could have a look around, see if you can find an animal vendor.
I want to
Seems
get
as
We
though-
just sat down for dinner.
Well, you guys can sit
Oh, we can skip the passage of time if you like. If you
Yeah.
you know.
Sure, you guys can sit there. I don't mind having a wander.
So you grab your bit of bear and start hocking on it as you're walking around town.
Can I go with Rafe?
You can go wherever you like, my
Yes,
dear.
I'm going to follow Rafe.
Here he is.
I'll carry on regaling the tavern with stories of dubious origins.
So, who's staying in the tavern? That'll be Yisima and Geraldine, yes.
Yeah,
Just yes,
for about an
just
hour.
a short while, yes.
Taryn, given your slight issue with alcohol, are you staying and partaking, or are you wandering off, or is he gone?
Wait, Darren has an issue with alcohol.
Yeah, he abstains now because once he pops, he can't stop. I think that was in the background. Is
Do
that
we
correct,
Do
Quinny?
we have to find him a meeting?
I'll take him to the temple. Assuming there is a temple of some description.
AAV, Alcoholics Anonymous of Verash.
I will also leave this tavern.
Ah, there we go. He's here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. So
I think I looked out there for a bit.
that's
Look,
okay.
Just because you're an elf and you've got all the time in the world, don't mean the rest of us.
No, quite. Some of us have but one life to lead.
Right. So where would you like to wander, Rafe, Gwenllian, and Taryn?
Well, I'm thinking. I
Head
don't know what
north.
the other two think, so I'm gonna turn to the other two and say, shall we check out the square? There may be some vendors and stuff to visit while we're there. Also, we can ask for information about where to actually find the bank so we can cash in our chip.
You could ask that mass of people.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's a lot of people up there, and if we just go up and have a little nice conversation, you know, I won't even be, you know, drawing my swords but once.
Only takes once.
My
Won't
sword
even
shall
be-
stay sheathed.
Is that a double negative? Alright, yeah, let's go talk to these people.
So
I'm sure they're lovely.
as you head towards the square, you hear loud chants of people crying, and they all sort of seem to be centered around a raised wooden platform with which is about 20 foot by 20 foot,
I wondered what that was.
with two men sort of grappling in the middle of it. There are a set of 3 wooden block ropes nicely strung together going around the 4 corners of the platform, and the men in the middle are giving quite an impressive display of grappling ability.
I want to find who's in charge of this fighting ring.
So you being of your small stature, you manage to get through the crowds and up to the front, and you see a man strutting around the outside of the platform, wearing an interesting sort of grey jerkin. He's got a rather large chin and the old dimple chin. And he's saying, "My God, this is marvellous. Look at exactly what they're doing here. They're throwing each other around and it's brilliant. Throw me your money!" And he appears to be the sort of announcer of the grappling event. And you could assume that he is in charge.
Is there gambling?
More than likely.
You're not here. You're in the tavern.
I know, I'm just
looking out
watching from the window. I'm watching.
God damn that pallet.
There's probably
Anytime
is
you
gambling.
mention gambling.
Well, I was going to say, don't let me near it.
So I'm gonna grab Tavern by like this part of his tunic.
Oh, okay.
Whatever it gi. Are you wearing a gi?
Yes.
Right, so I'm gonna grab him by this part of his gi and drag him towards the guy who seems to be in charge.
Uh.
And I'm gonna attempt to get the guy's attention by just walking right in front of him as he's strutting up and down.
So he sees you. You stand out, even though you're of small stature. You stand out from the crowd wearing your armor, and you've got your adventurer's gear going on. And he stops and says, "By God, you look like a fighter."
You know your classes very well.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. You look like you can handle yourself inside our squared circle here.
More than likely, but I do have somebody who would be able to show your viewers something completely different and new.
Well, I'm not a big fan of you. I know what my viewers want, and they want what I give them.
Okay, sign me up. It's a challenge. I'm up for it. Sign me up.
So he looks at you and says, "What's your name, son?"
Rafe.
No. Rafe won't do.
Rafe's a pretty good name. I chose it myself and everything.
How's about this? For this match, you are going to be Gorgeous Steve of Valtenberg.
Yeah. I'm kind of with that, except the Steve part.
No, they'll love it. They'll love it. Trust me, they'll love it.
It's got a wing to it.
Okay, but Taran is my corner man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm watching. Yeah, I might be able to help.
So as you're discussing this, you hear what sounds like a ship's bell being rung. There's the decapitated head of one of the fighters in the ring,
Oh, that's
and
pretty serious.
the announcer says, "And there you have it, folks. Skull Crusher just got crushed. Next up is Gorgeous Steve of Valtenberg." And
Okay, going up his name, don't let him get you in a headlock.
Skull Crusher's dead, man. Skull Crusher's dead.
And he'll be fighting our reigning champion.
Oh, Crusher.
Oblog the Magnificent.
That's got to be an orc, right?
I don't know if I
So
got this.
the crowd sort of parts on the western side of the platform, and you see this hulking 7 foot tall half orc strutting very slowly towards the ring, and he's just wearing this sort of singlet number.
That is an image I did not need.
It's rather figure-hugging.
Oh. I'm starting to regret this.
So, as you enter the ring, you see him place one hand on the top rope and just sort of lift himself up. And he looks at you with this grin and goes, "Payday."
I'm just going to look him square in the eyes and go, I thought you'd be taller. No challenge. I got this.
I'm gonna take Rafe to the side when we get to the corner. I'm gonna go, okay. What height is Rafe again? Like,
What?
How tall are you?
I'm like... Hang on, let me double check. 60 foot. I am 3 foot 1 inch. That's tall for a gnome.
And less than half the size of Oblog the Magnificent.
so he's double your height.
Yeah,
Okay, the
but
thing is, he's probably not used to hitting people your size, so
yeah, but I've got
here's what he do.
the height advantage.
He's trying to punch him in the nuts.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. I've got the height advantage. I haven't got to like reach up or nothing.
Technically, in a weird way.
But is this an unarmed fight or an armored fight?
Unarmed.
Damn it!
Do you...
I got it. I got this.
So as Oblog gets into the ring, a small man who looks a bit like a halfling, wearing a white and black jumper of sorts, sort of straddles up into the middle of the ring and says, "I want a good clean fight, and if I say stop, you stop, okay?"
I'll think about it.
Well, all right then. And you hear the announcer on the side of the ring saying, "Are you ready? Then let's see a fight!" And you hear the ship's bell go once again. It's your turn to fight. And I would like you to start off with, please, Rafe. Just roll a d20 for me.
Do, 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 do.
You get to act first.
Right. I think I got this. I want to punch him in the nuts.
So make an attack for me. Just do us a 20 plus your dex or strength. What should we have?
I vote strength because it's a powerful attack.
Yeah, go on.
What are you guys doing?
I'm wondering whether to help or not.
Are you guys like properly fighting or what?
Plus my strength modifier, yes?
Well, Rafe is properly fighting. Plus your strength modifier.
Rafe can't turn down a challenge. He wants to prove himself.
All
Like
right.
what I mean is, are you using your
20.
weapon or are
Nice.
you punching him?
Unarmed.
Oh, alright, yeah, this is gonna go well for you.
All right, he can have some help then. I'm gonna cast a
20.
bless on him.
You should have done it Mad Max style.
You're sat in the
I
tavern.
know, but it's 30-foot range.
Yeah, and 1 square equals 50 foot.
Oh, it gave me 15 foot on the arrow.
That's because the
Oh,
arrows.
arrows.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Well, all right. I'll let him get on with it, and I'll come out and do it.
Fine. Don't
There we go.
worry about me.
The arrow should work now.
Okay.
I'm going to wander out as well when I hear all the ruckus because I feel
Oh
like
my
I'm
word.
not the centre of attention anymore. So I'll come out.
Yeah, you can come and sing my theme tune when I win.
Exactly. Don't worry, I've got something locked and loaded already.
Awesome. So yeah, I rolled a 20, dear.
You rolled a 20? Marvellous.
Well, an 18 plus, you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's all good. So the half-orc drops to his knees and says, "Oh, what'd you do that for?"
It's a fight, and I want to win.
Just going to take that personally.
So he's on his knees and rather taken aback by your actual use of physical violence so early on.
Got a feeling this might have been more theatrical than actually showing.
Nah, it's a fight.
So you get to act again.
Right. So he's down on his knees, right?
He's on his knees holding his jewels.
Oh. That was a low blow, dude.
Yep, heard no.
Right. Okay.
You see me shaking my head in shame.
I'm just gonna look at just tell you all this now, right? There is one rule to a fight. Win.
Fight. Win.
Yeah. There is no such thing as a dirty move.
That's where you and I agree, mostly.
So, I want to walk up to him, put one hand either side of his head, and use my superior gnome forehead and smack him in the face.
So as he's already taken aback by the fact you actually hit him in the plums. You don't need to roll for that. You give him a good hard thwack. And he is stunned by this. The referee sort of goes, "What are you doing, kid?
Winning.
Just put on a show. They won't pay us otherwise."
What's more than watching a 3-foot guy take down a 7-foot giant? In 2 moves.
So Oblog sort of swaying around on his knees and sort of cricks his neck and goes, "So that's the kind of fight it's gonna be."
Be ashamed of yourself.
He reaches out to you with his big, strong arms and grapples you, or attempts to grapple you.
Grapple rules. Ay, ay, ay.
Make a dexterity saving throw to avoid being grappled.
I think the grapple rules are a bit easier in this edition.
Are they?
Nice.
19.
I think they are.
You roll out of the way, and you're in the northeast corner of the platform.
Did you
What
try
would I
these?
have to roll to give him a knee plus? Would you say dex, because I would be jumping, or or athletics perhaps?
I'd say an acrobatics. If you're going for the Daniel Bryan style.
Well, I just want to sort of run and knee him in the face. So probably, yeah.
Yeah, acrobatics.
14.
You nail it.
Oh, God.
So you charge at him, full punt, and he falls prone to the floor. Flat on his back.
I'm going for the pin.
Wait.
Swiftly, I shall cover him.
So you cover him, you place yourself atop him. Do you hoik up the leg, or are you just lying on top?
Always hook the leg, man.
So you're hooking the leg, and 1, 2. He bench presses you off.
Nice.
Add 2, and the crowd cheer.
Oh, great. Now I'm against John Cena.
And as he benches you off, you go flying high up into the air and land prone yourself on the floor of the platform. And he rolls to stand. I would like you to roll to stand at the same time, if you would. Just roll Constitution.
Saving throw?
Yeah, go for a saving throw.
Oh.
So
That's not good.
you don't succeed in getting to your feet, however he does. And he starts running at you.
Uh-oh.
Drops to the floor and goes for the sliding kick to the head.
Boot to the head.
He doesn't hit your head, but he hits your ribs, and you go sliding off of the platform. Over to you.
So I'm now on the floor outside.
Correct. And he's on his arse inside the platform.
How close to the post is he?
Right by it.
I want to try and grab the legs and...
Oh,
So what is the grappling thing? Because I got the DM screen and it's got the grapple state, but it hasn't got how you determine grappled.
I think it's just an opposed strength check.
Yep, that'll do.
strength ability check, yes?
Yep,
Yeah.
aced it.
So I want to yoink him in, and then I want to do the old school, wrap his leg around the post.
So you wrap his leg around the post and he is now grappled. He cannot move unless he succeeds on a saving throw.
See, I really, really want to lock in a figure 4 around the post, but my legs are so small.
At this point, the crowd are cheering you on. They're shouting, "Steve! Steve! Steve!"
Nice. Can I get them into more of a rhythm? More of a Steve, Steve.
You can indeed. Make a performance check. You can be the placed man in the crowd.
Yeah.
Make a performance check.
Hey, I'm not Hulk Hogan, I don't need placeman.
Loading up.
Friends aren't
Oh!
bad tonight.
holy moly.
Bards!
Yes, I know.
So the entire crowd start, Steve! Steve!
Steve!
Steve!
Steve!
Stamping their feet, waving their hands in the air as they shout Steve. And Rafe, you are spurred on by this and inspired. You have advantage on your rolls.
Figure for him. Now is the time.
Awesome, so I want to smack his leg against the post.
Yep.
And then I want to jump up. Is there just the one piece of rope?
No, there's 3.
Right, because then I want to go to the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to attempt to perform something which is quite popular with a certain Prince David and...
I know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Is he going to hit him with a chair?
No.
No, it's got to be acrobatics or dex.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
acrobatics, that one. Definitely acrobatics.
Okay.
Ooh.
11.
So, you jump high into the air for someone of your height. You've actually cleared 3 times yourself by springing off of the ropes, and you land with your full force on top of Oblog's head, and you hear a
God.
and you feel this warm spray sort of hit your chin and just under the ears.
Oh, this is so
and
wrong.
the crowd sort of goes woohoo! And all of you guys around, you see this just spray of blood as Oblog's head is crushed by the cannonball double foot drop from Steve the Magnificent.
Gorgeous
crusher.
Steve, get it right.
Say again?
Gorgeous Steve.
Gorgeous Steve, sorry. Gorgeous Steve.
I will now just saunter into the middle of the ring, dust myself off, and raise my hands thusly.
It's at this point that Istama does one of those like sliding belly things into the ring.
So
And,
you slide under the bottom rope.
And grabs Gorgeous Steve's hand before the compere can make his sort of winning announcement. And says to the crowd, "And your winner!" Oh, in my best sort of ring announcer's voice. Whirlwind of the Western Vales, organ rearranger since he left the manger, vanguard of the voluptuous vixens of Verdenhale, smasher of those who matter, the punchiest of punchies, Gorgeous Steve of Veltenberg.
The ring announcer at the side sort of gives you a look and goes, "I like you, kid.
Like your Maxi.
You got panache."
It's got something.
So as a couple of what appear to be goblins come out and drag the body away into the building to the west through the crowd, everybody cheers and stuff starts getting thrown around the crowd. The announcer comes up to you as you exit the ring and says, "That was a damn fine show, kid. If you ever want a decent job, just give me a holler. I'll set you up. I'll give you a good fight."
You got anybody bigger?
"I'll see what I can do. We're traveling north after tonight. New location every night. Keeps it fresh.
No doubt.
But here, have this for your trouble. And put it on a good show." And he hands you a purse that contains... Tweed. 34, 40, 56 gold.
I'm going to hand the bard 10 gold for his services.
Well, I'll give you a bow. Many thanks. If you need a promoter, you know where to find me.
Because without the bard's brilliant services, I would probably have fallen arse first. Ah.
So, as you count up your little purse and you sort of mingle with the crowd, everybody's patting you on the back and saying, "Well, that was brilliant, la 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 la," and all that jazz. And you see approaching you from the east a rather portly man wearing a very nice looking tunic with gold embroidery. It's black with gold embroidery, and he's flanked by 2 guardsmen or militiamen. And hello to Andrew Coldham, who said, "I turn up and just hear spray of blood." Perfect time to turn up to watch. There's always the tavern. So yeah, so there's a rather portly looking man heading in your direction, and the crowd are instantly parting to make way, and he looks at you and says, "That was a very impressive display."
I think that was good. You should see what I can do when I got weapons in my hand.
Of that I have no doubt.
May I ask to whom I am speaking?
You may indeed. My name is Booth. I am the officiator of the town instead of the Viscount.
Ah, then Booth, we may need your services. I am Rafe. And these are my companions. And this is when I point to everybody to introduce themselves.
Oh,
So as you say that, he pulls out a little sheaf of paper and a ready inked quill and just goes, "Rafe, yes."
Wait, what you do? What's on the list?
Just making a note.
Of?
Huh.
Your name.
For?
Just for the records.
Could I do an insight check as to why why he wants our name?
You can do, yeah, feel free.
Very reluctant to give my name to someone I have no involvement with yet.
Yeah, I'm worried about being on the list.
Yeah, no lists are ever good.
We have deliveries. We have duty.
Yeah.
So Ten will do it actually. Yeah, Ten will do it. As he appears to be a person of office, you think that there's no issue with giving your name to him.
Okay.
As he's obviously the main authoritative figure in the town. He likes to have a list of everyone, sort of a census of sorts.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. In that case, I'll withdraw my rapier and draw an eye in the air, and then tell him my name is Isima Borosfeet.
So as you draw your rapier, the two guardsmen lower their halberds slightly, and then realise what you're doing and stand back upright.
Yeah.
Yes, Emma. Yes. Anyone else?
Certainly not.
Or you just stood there, standing there quietly.
Staring at him.
Nope.
You'll have to excuse my companions. They are not always trusting.
Now, when you say companions, what exactly do you mean?
We travel together. They are.
That's as far as it goes, young man.
Oh, actually, I'll produce that note that we've got from.
Show him the paperwork.
Yeah, the certificate of license from Lord Boris Houston.
Ah,
Give him a
marvellous,
needle for the
marvellous.
minky.
We got a permit and everything.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly. I like what you're doing. So many people just come and go in this town, don't have the correct licensing, and a bloody headache with paperwork it is. So yes, everything seems to be in order. Adventuring groups, eh? Yeah. We might find use for you yet.
Seems that we have quite a good rapport. Would there be any chance whatsoever that we could possibly visit and speak to the Viscount on a matter regarding Timora's kiss?
Not today, I'm afraid. You're welcome to share any business with me. I am the magistrate of Raven's Landing. I handle all the day-to-day affairs for the Viscount.
This is important news that must be told to the Viscount himself.
Now, look here. We started off on good footing with the licensing being proffered in good time. Anything that you have business with the Viscount for, you can discuss with me. If you so desire, we can retire to my personal chambers just over the market square here.
Okay, but I will warn you, it is not good news.
I had a feeling it might not be. Never is, really, from adventuring groups that just turn up out of the blue.
Not so much out of the blue. We were
No, it was the blue. It was the blue sea.
The big blue wet thing. So are you accompanying Booth to his quarters?
Sure.
Yeah, I will. I don't know if everybody else is.
Well, I suppose I'd better keep you out of trouble.
It's a full-time job.
I'm not doing very well so far.
So as you enter the rather small squared building, there's a nice warm fire burning with a pot on there, and there's a few small luxuries like a nice red carpet over the wood floor, nice beams with hops hanging down and such like, and lucky horseshoes and all of this, that and the other. And he offers you a seat at his table and says, "So what business do you have in Raven's Landing?"
Who wants to tell him?
I guess I'll try and soften the blow, unless Geraldine wants to step in and just,
No.
just
All I was
give
going
the
to say
facts.
was, we're just delivering the cider.
Just the cider.
Just the cider.
Well, that doesn't seem like important business for the Viscount.
Well,
Well,
what she's saying is technically true. All we are delivering is the cider. However, there was a specialist item that I believe the Viscount had ordered. Now,
R.
there has been an issue with acquiring it, and we've been sent as, I guess, facilitators, if you will, to the Viscount's needs. Now, he did order a winter wolf. But, you know, these are 10 a penny where we come from. I think it doesn't really suit his grandeur and his uniqueness. I think he could do better.
Now, we don't really have an issue here. Don't fret yourselves. The Viscount has taken it in. He retreats within himself sometimes, if you know what I mean. And he's got a rather unhealthy obsession with collecting rare animals.
Oh,
Oh god.
The wolves are
Sorry.
really-
Say that again. I missed that. An unhealthy what?
Obsession with collecting rare animals.
Oh, good
the
lord.
wolf, you see, not a rare animal. As my companion did state, you know, they are 10 a penny where we come from. So
Wait a second. When you say unhealthy obsession, do you mean the obsession is so great to unhealthy degrees, or do you mean the obsession itself is unhealthy?
Well, he spends
Why does he collect
he
the
spends a
animals?
lot of time with the animals in his. Well, I'd hasten to call it a zoo, really, and under the manor. But it's a harmless pastime, I suppose. But it does take up a lot of his time and leaves me to deal with everything.
Alone with the animals?
Indeed,
What other animals has he got?
Oh, he's got a wide variety down
What does
there.
he do with the animals?
Well, first of all, the only reason he wants them alive to begin with is just to pet them, you see. And then he stuffs them.
Sorry.
in that case, then, we may have actually done him a favour.
We've done him a favour.
Oh, no, you can never lay a dead animal at the Viscount's feet.
Would he perhaps like a very unique and distinct barbarian?
very rare. His plumage itself is worth it.
Lovely plumage.
Beautiful plumage.
Look, this is what happens when you don't turn up for a D&D session.
You get sold.
You get,
You
your
get sold to a Viscount who likes stuffing things.
pretty much like every aristocrat I've ever known.
No, I don't think he'll like a barbarian, you know. He's not fond of humans.
Fair
I
enough.
wouldn't call him
quite hairy.
human so much.
No, I think he'll pass on the biped.
Well, in that case,
Let me put you at ease. Don't worry about it. I will pass the information along. I'm sure there'll be no repercussions.
Well, the least we could do is give you the skin anyway, because it's mostly all right.
Yeah.
Bit bloody.
You could use it for your floor.
It looked lovely on the floor.
I have no desire for such things. However, you might want to try one of the vendors in the market. I'm sure they'll offer you a few gold for it.
All right.
That is.
I don't suppose you'd know anywhere in town where I may be able to purchase a small bird.
I.
Or a crow.
Oh, you actually mean of the avian variety. I'm sorry, my fellow. We could have been on totally different tracks there. Yes, why don't you try Warmans?
I, however, am looking for the other type of small bird.
Ah! Then, my man, you want to try the trading post.
Oh, we're supposed to be going there.
Indeed.
You could make a proper entrance and impress the ladies in the only way you know how.
Make a proper entrance, then get in her proper entrance.
Yep.
And trade my post.
Oh. Oh. Oh dear.
I feel
Excellent idea, lady. Son of a...
during this conversation.
Well, it's not what I was suggesting at all. Much. It's very cramped.
Yes, so he's going to smooth things over the Viscount, so that's groovy for us.
Oh, could you also point us in the direction of the bank?
No, Le Bonk.
Ah, I could. However, we have a small issue there.
Yes.
It's been closed for 3 weeks. They won't let the militia or myself in. They've merely said that they are closed until further notice.
The bank
Oh.
is closed.
Perhaps they could do with the help of some wandering adventurers.
Minstrels.
We've seen no movement from within the bank for at least a week now. But
A week, and nobody thought about what was going on.
well, you see, we have no authority over the bank.
Right, okay. We really need to leave this guy's house right now because I have an idea and it probably is not good to discuss it in front of the guy who runs the house.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I'm not saying that out loud.
You're just doing that.
I'm just like doing this and going.
Let's get out there.
I really need to find this woman's place.
Well, I'm fairly keen to get on with the trading post.
I believe Rafe needs to clean
There
up.
you are.
Rafe needs to find a bathing place to clean up, don't you? Yes, let's go.
Okay. I thank Booth for his hospitality. Comment him on his fine clothes, because they're pretty fine.
Yeah. Yeah, nice carpet.
I'm surprised you haven't asked him if he's got a daughter.
He doesn't strike me as the marrying type.
The magistrate's daughter. Ooh,
There is no more tabooed fruit.
Yeah, we need to be careful because we might need to come back to this town.
bastards everywhere.
Tiny bastards. Bastards.
No.
Anyway, yes, exit, stage left.
So he wishes you well and
Bow and leave.
says, as you're licensed, do feel free to check the bounty boards outside the militia office. I generally post any issues that need sorting by, let's say, not local people due to political reasons.
There's a board.
There is a board.
Ooh.
Straight away.
Well, if only I could read. Let's go and have a look.
Might be sketches, you never know.
Storyboards.
Yeah. This is what you cudgel this guy.
So you exit, stage left, and where are you heading?
Trading post.
You're heading to the trading post.
Well, I'd rather stick together. I'm sure we'll get around to it eventually.
We need
Well,
to
if
make
we
a
go-
delivery. Let's
if
do
It is
that.
quite early.
If we're going to the trading post, we'd need to go back to the ship
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
to collect
get
the delivery.
Yes.
Decider.
So
Yeah.
I
So
hope
you know.
we pop back to the ship, and when we're at the ship,
no
we
problem.
have a little conversation.
All right.
Yes, all right.
Yep. I'm down with that.
Ready post 3 firkins, no problem.
So you head back to the ship and consider yourself there. For yourselves.
Is there anybody around?
Most of the crew are still in the Salty Sea Dog. The captain is nowhere to be seen, and the purser is obviously away, probably trying to find the bank.
I'm going to turn around to everybody and I'm going to say we need to get inside the bank.
You need to find where
Okay.
it's locked down.
We have a very capable rogue.
True. We do.
Well, what?
Of dubious means.
Yeah, I'm just worried about certain people's sense of
Livelihood?
righteousness.
Ah.
What are
Yeah,
you
I
saying?
understand. Never mind. We need to go and secure the bank and make sure there's no untoward happenings within. And if it does look like the bank is no longer the secure building it should be, then perhaps we secrete the earnings of others in a safer location that only we know about.
I tend to agree.
I think we should return the bank to the place of law and order that it should be, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that's what we're all saying. But if that's not possible, then we have to take other means.
That's exactly what I'm saying. We should go and make sure that the bank is secure. And by
Yes.
secure, I think we definitely need to get inside the bank.
Correct.
I'm not saying we are robbing the bank. I'm just saying that we are
No,
making
no,
sure
no.
that
There's no mention of
everything
robbing the bank.
is... No, exactly. I'm just
No,
saying
we're not
that
robbing the bank.
we get ourselves inside and we make sure everything is secure and safe.
Perhaps that's a job for the evening tide.
I definitely think that's probably going to be an evening expedition.
True.
shall
So
we con-
at the moment
finish our
it's
deliveries first?
it's about 3 p.m.
Mhm.
and there's a good 6 hours of daylight remaining.
Interesting.
That's good because we've got 2 more deliveries to make.
Yeah.
At some point, I'm sure we'll be passing by the militia office, which means we can check out the board.
True.
And at some point, I'm sure we'll be going past Warman's as well, which means I can go and get myself a little
Little
bird.
bird.
Yeah.
Look,
Sounds good.
if the bard gets his little bird, I want my little bird.
So by pure coincidence, there's the magistrate Booth did in fact tell you where these places were, and the militia headquarters is literally just the other side of the main road from Booth's little cottage.
Yep.
And the trading post is the small tavern in the old square, he called it.
Okay.
And Warman's is there.
And where's the rusty halberd?
The Rusty Halberd is the tavern that serves most of the militiamen.
Right. So perhaps we do the rusty halberd first, and we can look at the boarding post on the way past,
Yeah, and then we.
and then our
can
final
spin
delivery
around.
being the trading post and
Yeah.
the bird.
And then when you're doing the bird in the trading post, I can go and pick a bird up from Warman.
Perfect.
I'm
So-
very confused.
As you make your way to the Rusty Halberd, you see that the crowd are still cheering at the fights going on, and there's a number of carts being wheeled off of the elaborately painted ship, presumably to carry up the wrestling event further north. As soon as the last match is done with, there's a number of militiamen patrolling around. You see Booth heading up to the west, and as you get to the militia building, you do indeed see a little bulletin board of sorts. There doesn't seem to be that many pieces of paper attached to it. However, there is one quite prominent bit of parchment, and it says, "Investigative minds needed."
No, we're out.
What?
A series of disappearing children in Kilohof.
Oh, that's not cool.
That's the next town up the river.
Indeed, it's a couple of miles north.
Right. New plan.
Mm-hmm.
Scratch checking the bank for now.
Okay.
Because I'm sure if something unholy is going on there, it will still be going on when we get back. I don't like the idea of children being missing. I'm alright with pushing cats in big pools of water, but missing kids is...
No, I concur.
Children are kind of like gnomes, they're a little bit mischievous and find wonder in the world.
Yeah, they're about our height. We've got a lot in common.
In fairness, most of them are taller than us.
True. So tall these days. Grow up
Yeah.
so fast.
They blow up.
Back in my day, back in the forest. Yeah.
Okay,
So
I guess we
you're
can,
going to head
that
to
your-
Kielhof. That's on your to-do item list.
Yes.
Are you continuing with your little rounds, delivering the cider and picking up birds?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
might as well do that.
We'll do
first.
kill off tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, because there is a reason why Rafe wants the bird.
Okay. So,
I get to keep a pet.
yes, you do. Yes, you do. I know. Don't worry. Just intrigued. So, as you enter the Rusty Halberd, you see that it's virtually empty. There's a man and a woman pottering about inside, cleaning tables and, shining the pewter tankards. And the man has got large mutton chop beard on the go, and he says, "Hey, don't normally see people this time of the afternoon."
It's your delivery, Squire. And may I comment on your amazing facial topiary?
Why, thank you, strange little man.
I hum at him.
3 firkins, as promised.
Marvellous. Oh, this is the gold apple stuff, is it?
Yes, it is.
Indeed.
Ah, wonderful. Wonderful.
Fresh as if the apple had just fallen off the tree.
Good man.
Well, not quite that fresh because you want it to sit in the barrel and ferment a bit.
Yeah, try. Technically true.
Bear with me a second, I'll get your payment for you.
Did we get paid for the other place? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got free tea.
You got free food from the last place. But you didn't get any coin.
That was your job in summer.
I get distracted. I distract myself.
So, what was it you just delivered? 2 Kildikins. Oh.
No, 3 firkins.
3 firkins.
Yeah. No. Yeah, 3.
So
and one Kildicane as well.
Oh, and a Kildikin. So,
No.
wait, what?
For the Rusty Halberd.
The shopping list says, the Rusty Halberd, I apologise.
Ah.
They're all upside down here, I can't read them out. Save my life.
So
I'm
yeah, 3
surprised you
Kildicane, 1
can't read a
Kildicane.
map. It's a shopping list.
No, but,
You can't read?
map,
Yeah,
shopping
looks
list,
simple.
shopping list, map.
So it's a Kildikin and 2 firkins, was it?
3 Firkins.
3
1
firkins.
Yeah.
So that is the 43 gold pieces.
Wow. Party
This-
sheet?
Say again?
We put it on the party sheet. Party sheet?
Party sheet if you like, or divvy it up. Or you might want to pay it to Heck.
I really think
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good point.
I think I should look after that.
Oh,
At
heck.
some point, we've got to go back to the other place and strong arm them for the cash.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. Although I may have actually drunk about 43 gold pieces worth of wine.
So you get your payment, and the chappie with the mutton chop says, "Well, I ain't seen your sort around here before. Are you new in town?"
Oh, I thought you were being racist.
Just a colloquialism.
Fresh off the boat, in fact.
Where'd you come from then?
I'm from Son Hollow myself, a little island in the middle of the sea somewhere.
Marvellous. Don't think I've ever heard of that myself. But then again, I've been here since I was a boy.
I know that feeling. Then I found the open sea, and it was a revelation.
Can't say I've been one for sailing the seven seas myself. I'd rather just serve militiamen their cider and get no hassle from them whatsoever. Keep them pissed, and they'll keep coming back. That's what I say.
They must tell you, you get to travel to foreign parts, meet amazing people, and kill them.
And what them?
Kill them. The unholy evil ones.
Oh, no, I've got no problem with that. Kill unholy evil people, aye. But don't go killing normal people. We don't like that sort round here. Don't go causing no trouble now.
We'll have no trouble, yeah.
But you allow it in the town square, I wouldn't want to talk about that.
Hey, that was good entertainment, good wholesome family fun.
It was murder!
It was
It's
not
great for the
murder.
kids, in the front row. It's got sprayed with blood.
No!
It was a fight.
It's like a 4D experience.
It was a fight, and in a fight, somebody's got to win.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
Alright. Is he going to tap on the one of the firkins? So I might have a tipple before I leave. Do a pub crawl.
Just to check it's
He said,
alright.
well, I got the mead tapped, I got the ale tapped, I got a small drop of some plonk from up north.
Oh, plonk up north. Alright, I'm on the plonk from up north.
What is it with all the wrong from up north?
There was a job lot coming through on a caravan. However, it seems that the innkeeper of the Rusty Halberd didn't get quite the same quality as the elf did. It tastes more like vinegar than wine, I'm afraid.
I do my best to keep, like a straight face. Just carefully set it back on the counter.
Can't say I like it much myself either, but you got to keep something in for the elven folk if they come in.
Well,
That's
it's
true.
cleaning weapons if nothing else.
Yeah.
Aye, good to use with a whetstone. I like you. You're good people, I can tell.
Very good. Very good.
Anything else I can help you with?
I think we're
Oh
done
yeah.
here.
Well, I might ask him about the bank if he knows anything about the bank.
Here now, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. All I know is that I can't get any of my savings out. Luckily, I don't hold that much truck with banks, but they said that if I leave a certain amount with them, they'll pay me. I don't know. It's all rather confusing to me. But I keep a nice little amount. I keep some by to pay the traders.
For a rainy day.
In the bank.
No.
About his person, or about his...
Under the
residence.
mattress.
In my strong box, I'll have you know.
Oh, right. What, that one over there?
But I don't know what's been going on with the bank. It's been closed for nigh on a month now.
A month? Last bloke said a week.
No, he
Well,
said it had
3
been
weeks.
closed for 3 weeks, but he hadn't seen anyone come or go of the banking staff for a week.
Right.
Interesting.
The amendment
Well,
by the journal.
it's not particularly lively in here, so Isima is kind of itching to get to the trading post. I think.
You'll be itching after you get to
Cliche.
Come on then, let's get to your tavern.
House of ill repute.
To entertain the ladies of lesser morals,
Ladies
questionable morals.
Squeezings.
Anyway,
Well, take a bow and leave the halberd.
does he have any kind of gaming set in here before we leave?
Yeah.
Gaming set.
You know, maybe like a dartboard.
It doesn't have a dartboard. However, you do see a sort of stack of dice on the bar,
Okay.
which you can assume would be for liar's dice.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, that's not quite what I was looking for. So yeah, I'll bow and back out, wishing him a good morrow, and hope that his chops grow ever longer.
Hey, you're a strange little man. You take care of yourself now. I'm sure I'll see you again.
Indeed. Hello.
Well, fairly well.
So, which route are you taking to the trading post? Are you going through the little sort of nicely presented treed area? Oh, I'm sorry, they look like lettuces, but
Well, yes, the Ravensport is well known for their humongous lettuce.
champion lettuce.
Champion.
Kiss my artichoke.
Sure. I mean, might as well get, if we kind of know our bearings. Go down the back alley, as it were.
Well,
The avenue.
Dude.
so
Trampled.
as you head down, you see a number of little cottages, and they don't appear to be shops as such, but they're more private domiciles. And as you get to the entrance of the trading post, you see a small statue in what you were told is the old square of fish in a net, sort of jumping about. Rather fancy looking stone statue, but not any sort of grand thing, but just a humble statue of the origins of the little port that could once have possibly just been a humble fishing village.
Yeah.
Right.
I might just take a quick gander at it.
What is it, a mermaid or something?
Just fishing a net, I think.
No, just simple fish in a net.
I don't know what a place is
And what does a net look like?
Say again?
What does a net look like?
Blonde, about 5'6".
Fishing a.
Ew!
Yeah, fair enough. Let's go glance over it a little bit. Haven't really seen a statue like this before.
Statue.
So as you're having a look at the statue, you also see that there's a very old, dilapidated wooden dock with little, very small fishing boats,
Yeah.
and a few men pulling in the catch, as it were.
Mm. Cool.
Delightful. Love that smell.
Yeah.
And it's coincidentally the same smell that would probably be in the trading
The
post.
tavern. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's quite right.
So the trading post itself, the inn, it's rather small in comparison to the Halberd and the Salty Sea Dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a simple single-story timber frame building, and inside there's a few very worn tables and benches, and there's a room to the back, and as you enter in the front, you see a scantily clad brunette dragging a rather fat bearded man through the beaded doorway.
Oh, oh my.
Oh.
Slowly a grin appears,
Oh dear.
ever increasingly larger on Isima's face.
I'm going to say this now. I have very questionable morals when it comes to killing people. This sort of thing is not my forte, so I'm just going to leave.
Should we stand
Okay.
outside and chat?
Well, I'm thinking about going and getting a bird of the avian variety.
No. I should
So
go with you.
I'm going to have a stroll up to Warm.
Yeah, let's have a look at the pet shop.
So as you get to that building there, Rafe, you see that there's a wooden sign with bird and a cat drawn on it, and woman's engraved in the wood, and it appears to be open. The door is slightly ajar.
I'm just going to gently open the door and walk in.
So as you enter, you get that very unforgettable smell of wood chip and bird droppings, and there's a budgie going nuts in a cage. There's cages going high up the walls. The walls are about 7 or 8 foot tall, and there's just animals everywhere, making a hell of a ruckus. But there doesn't appear to be anyone behind the counter at that
I say
moment in time.
shop. Shop.
So you hear from upstairs, "Hello, hello!" And there's the thumping on the floorboards above,
Tell him what you want.
and you hear these rather heavy sounding footsteps trudging down the stairs, and he said, hello, what's all this? What's going on in here? Oh, customers, eh?
Indeed, I am actually searching for a bird of the carrion variety.
Bird of the carrion variety? Talk normally, you stupid pont.
I want a
I think he
crow
wants
or
a
a
crow.
raven.
Ah, why didn't you say so? So the man you see before you is a rather fat halfling who's very, very dishevelled, and he's got that greasy look about him
Okay.
of unwashed intensity. He's got bird droppings on his shoulder and bits of twig and straw coming out of his beard. It's a crow, you say?
Or a raven, either or.
Either or. Hang on a minute. Let me have a look at the back for you.
How about magpie? Magpies are quite nice.
No, crow or raven.
So he comes out after a moment or two with a cage, and he says, "How's this for you?" And there's a
We're not going to turn this into a Monty Python sketch, are we?
Does it talk?
He's dead.
It's bleeding dead.
It's expired.
You beat me to it. So he proffers up his cage with a black bird of some description. Doesn't quite look like a crow or a raven, but it's the same sort of size, but it doesn't look quite right. But it is black, and it's got a black beak. He said, "How's this for you?"
What is it?
I didn't think that's no crow.
Would you like to make an insight check or an investigation check?
Oh yeah.
Insight or investigation?
Nope.
So,
That's a
Geraldine,
crow.
you
Oh.
Definitely a crow.
unfortunately, Rafe, you fully believe this to be a raven.
You know, there is an easier way of doing this. If the bird is actually alive, I can just talk to the bird.
Push the cage. Rattle it.
The bird sort of looks at you with strange eyes.
No. Hello, Polly.
Fine specimen of a raven, this. Yours for only 25 gold.
Whoa.
What?
All right, 30.
I don't think you get how haggling works.
All right, 35.
I want to talk to the bird.
Talk to the bird?
I can speak with animals. You can speak with animals.
I wouldn't expect a halfling to understand.
Hey.
You're not here.
You're off getting birds that don't want to speak.
Yeah, indeed.
Especially not with their mouth full.
So, are you... Gobble, gobble. Do you speak turkey?
Turkey!
I just
Spray
want to...
painted the turkey.
You know how a bird like moves its head?
I'm going to say in animal, cranberry sauce.
And I'm
No?
just going to look at you weird because I understood every word of it.
So, are you going to try and commune with the bird?
I am going to try and commune with the bird.
I can speak with
I'm
animals.
going to say,
You can speak with animals.
hello,
Hello, Polly.
what type of bird are you?
It's a dove.
You can divine that this very, very, very simple creature just said pigeon.
I do.
No, it won't do.
What do you mean it won't do? It's a perfect example of a raven, this.
It's pigeon.
No.
The only reason it's black
It's
is
look-
because it's been painted that way.
Don't be daft.
I'm just going to look up at Geraldine and go, it's a pigeon.
Mate, this
It's
wouldn't
a
pour if you
hamster.
stuck 1,000 bolts through it.
Now they're all being mightily unfair. Do you want to buy a bloody bird or not?
Yeah, a raven. A
I don't, he
crow.
does.
I'll even settle for a magpie at this point.
All right. He drops the cage on the floor, and this sort of dust of coal sort of flies off from this pigeon that's looking rather confused. And he trudges upstairs once more, and you hear the thud, 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 thud. And he comes down, thud, 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 thud. And he says, "Now, this is a very special raven. It won't leave me alone. The only reason I didn't bring him down in the first place is I wanted to get rid of that bloody pigeon first.
No.
You could try pigeon pie.
I can't kill any animals. It's against my nature."
Alright. Ask
I'll
it if
give
it's,
you that.
ask it if it's a raven.
So I'm going to look at the bird, and I'm going to say to the bird, what type of bird are you?
I'm a raven! Can't you tell?
Ah!
Just checking. It's been a long day, there was this whole fight going on, and
Yeah, you've had a hard day, isn't it?
you know, I got blood all over me.
I've been there!
Tell me about it. Why won't you leave this guy alone?
When he's an arse!
Nah.
I keep crapping on his head when he's asleep.
Why don't you come adventuring with me?
That sounds like fun. Where are we going?
I don't know, yeah.
Everywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Sold! Don't take any less than 5 gold for me.
Wait.
So
And at this point you can divine that this raven's a little bit silly.
I like him, I'm going to keep him. So I'm going to offer the guy 1 gold piece.
You can have him for 1 gold. Just take him away.
Thank you very much.
What's his name?
So I'm gonna say to the raven, who's at this point still in the cage, if I let you out the cage, you stay close and I'll make sure that you stay fed.
What you got?
Any sort of dead animal you want.
Oh, lovely.
But you're going to have to tell us your name. Because I don't want to give you a name, because you've got to have a name.
Well, I do have a name, actually, as it so happens.
And
What
what's
did you
your
say
name?
his name was?
Hey?
Name.
Yeah, I've got one.
What is it?
What's what?
Your name.
Yeah, I've got a name.
Look, this ain't a double act. Just
That's
tell
his
me your
name. His name is. What's your name?
If you carry on, I'm going to end up calling you Vera.
Right.
Oh, you want to know what my name is?
It will be helpful.
Would it? No, it's not helpful.
You just call
I'm
him
just gonna-
Oi.
I'm
Oi.
just going to put my head in my hand and just go.
Him. Him.
Would you care to share your name with us?
What's his name? Him, Rafe. You.
Oh, you want to know what my name is?
Yes.
Levy.
Right, come on then, Levy. Let's go find something to eat.
Eat? Can I eat the elf?
Not this elf, but I will find you an elf somewhere later.
Oh, lovely.
I disapprove of this.
Well,
The next elf I kill is all yours.
Marvellous. I like elf. They taste nice. Must be all the
I
wine.
don't like this one.
I'd just like to point your eyes to what Tavern just posted in the private chat. Would not all animal companions are intent on gouging eyes out?
Every animal companion that the
Just
DM
worse.
gives you is going to betray you. If you start with one, that's fine. But if you come across one, it's going to betray you.
Look, I'm not a red shirt, alright? We're gonna be fine.
It's not. It's going to eat your eyes.
Be fine. The more you worry about this, the more you're gonna be on the menu.
Also, I don't like the idea of traveling with a bird that wants to eat people.
It's a carrion bird. Of course he wants to eat people. That's what they eat.
They meet animals, not people. People are different. Can I make an insight check on the board?
You can
How
do. What are you trying to divine?
How dodgy is this board? Like, does it have like the moles of an animal? Or is it?
It
Yeah.
appears to be a little bit more sentient than your average simple animal. However, it does seem to be daft as a brush.
hey.
So it's just stupid, not evil.
Hey.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fine.
It's
It's not
just
fun.
like its dad.
It's like it's like cats. He's gonna eat you. And then when we need to get you resurrected, we're gonna cut him open and take out your thumb.
So Levy perches on your traveller's pack, just on the bedroll, looking over your head.
Yeah, when you fall asleep, first thing he's gonna wake you up in the morning. He's gonna feel.
Look, this bird can either be useful or useless. Either way, it'll be fun having him around. Oh,
It's your eyes.
Better than you say.
you're taller than me. He's probably going to go for you first. He likes Alf.
Well, on the bright side, it's much easier to get a nickname if you're missing an eye and have an eye patch.
Elf,
Thinking?
the other white meat. Yes, Emma. I'm sorry we've left you alone for so long, but
Absolutely.
I think he's in good hands.
Well, I hope so.
Have you got any gold left?
No, nor trousers.
Do you need a drink?
How did you do in your performance check?
Okay, I guess. Right. First of all, Isama is probably a little bit more discerning than your average sailor. So, it all depends on,
Hey.
I guess, the staff or the, what's a delicate way of putting it?
The whores!
I guess so. Yes.
The ladies of ill repute.
Yes. Of questionable morals. I mean, how are they?
They're not the best.
Okay, because
if you go on lifestyle expenses, on that table, you're on the lower end of the spectrum here.
fair enough. I'm like less than modest.
Yes, they're definitely not modest.
No. In that case, it's for a bard. The story is almost as important as the actual activities themselves. So whilst they're off acquiring avian, I shall just enjoy myself in the company of the tavern, and perhaps make something up when I leave it.
Very well. Just as a sort of, let's have a quick. Oop, excuse me, hang on. Click the wrong thing. I've got a nice little roll table all set up just for you.
I'm gonna miss it.
My fat thumbs. My fat fingers. Come on. There we go. So while you're in there enjoying the talent, as it were.
Indeed.
Oh dear. That's okay. You knocked out a rather leery patron.
Okay.
And the innkeeper offered to pay for your entertainment by
Fair
way of
enough.
thanking you for protecting his investments. So you don't actually have to spend any money whatsoever on your whore.
I mean, does he say this to me personally, or in? Can everyone else hear?
Everyone else hears this as you're in
Right.
the main room.
Okay. In that case, I'm not going. It would be terrible manners to refuse. Terrible. I still don't think he would, though. He likes to talk good talk, but he's not quite as bad as it seems. So actually, I've got it. Okay, this is going to be terribly risky. Instead of taking up on her usual profession, I would like to entertain the crowd and utilize her time in a different way by doing perhaps a performance knife throw, using a glamorous assistant for the rest of the clientele.
I like it. Go on then, do a performance check, and let's hope she only leaves with one gash.
Oh,
Sorry!
ba-da-bum. And I may use my inspiration, depending on how badly this goes. Okay, so here we go. Performance. Oh, okay, yeah, now I'm good.
You're good. You place the knives within millimeters of slicing the lovely lady, but everyone is remarkably impressed, and there's much ale thrown around in cheers and leers, and yes, they are very impressed with your performance.
Excellent. Well, I help her down with the arrows, not arrows, the knives next to her, and sort of kiss her hand and thank her for being so brave. And I comment that she probably hasn't had that many piercings all at once.
Well, I don't know. You didn't go for the other, so you didn't see.
Yes. I guess it's by that time everyone else has reconvened. I'm more than happy just to get people's ears, regale them again with increasingly more fictitious and bolstered tales of R. And while no one else is around, the stories do generally have more of a focus on Isama being at the forefront.
Nice. You're sowing the seeds for
Yes,
being,
he is.
in a different kind of way, for being well known in Raven's Landing, and you've only been here like 4 hours.
Yeah. My
Don't
eyes are
forget
rolling
the
so
name.
far back I can see my teeth.
Excellent.
Marvellous.
I'm happy with that.
So unless anyone has got some magical one-liners or whatever they would like to add, I think we'll call it a day there, and pick up next week and have some good old-fashioned combat
Huzzah.
at some point or other. Because obviously today was majorly just landing in the new town and getting acquainted with certain places. You've got a couple of leads already. You've got the bank being closed for 3 weeks, and the disappearing children in the little town to the north. And I'm sure that you will probably meet the gruesome grappling event along your travels as well.
Yeah.
And there's the Viscount's penchant for stuffing animals of rare breeds.
Yes, stuffing.
Maybe Isama needs to go and teach him how to do it properly.
Oh,
Only by diagrams.
as you are now in a suitable location, has anyone got the XP levels to hand?
Yeah, they're up on the.
Oh, we had a sheet.
Oh, do you know the next XP threshold? I think it's 2,700 for level 4.
Oh,
Off the top of my head.
righty. None of
You're
you
right.
have leveled up, unfortunately. However, you are well on your way.
I've got a soggy pussy.
Oh, Mrs. Slocum.
No, you said you didn't level up.
No, you haven't yet. You're well on your way, though.
Oh dear. Go. Ugh.
Not bad.
Yeah.
And I think that is us for this week. Thank you for playing. I'm sorry that I didn't give you any slashy, hacky.
I was alright. I had a good fight.
Yeah, that's true.
But I promise you, we will resume normal D&D shenaniganery of stabbiness next week when you... I think you're pretty intent on heading up to Kylehof.
Yes.
Yes, missing children worry me. A closed bank, not so much.
Hmm.
Very well then.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
No worries.
Much
Thank you, Mr.
enjoyed.
DM.
That's all right.